Hi kids, it's Miss Kristin. Today we're going to talk about music notation and we're going to learn a prayer song called Lord, Listen to Your Children Praying. Okay, so I have it right behind me here, a marker board, and it's made out of lines and what we call spaces in music. And this is called the music staff. So on this marker board we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 staffs. And that's how composers and musicians write out their music. They use this as like a graph. And that's how they can tell what notes to play, what pitches, okay? All right, so I'm going to get my little marker here. All right, so I'm going to write a couple of letters on here and see if you can tell me what these letters are, okay? So here's the first letter. And here's the second letter. Okay, so what is this letter? Yeah, that's a G. Do you know what this letter is? Guess what? It's also a G. It's not the number 6. It's actually a G. That's how people a long time ago used to make their Gs. And so when they first started writing out music, musicians, they used this to show you where on this the G note would go. So you might have seen this. There's a symbol in music that looks like this, and it's actually a G. This is called G clef or treble clef. And this is where we have higher sounding instruments or higher sounding pitches, higher voices. They use what we call treble clef or G clef. And so if I put a note right here on this line, that would be a G. See how it circles the G line? Yeah, so I always know this is going to be a G. And in music, you know, there's only 7 notes, right? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and they keep repeating. So if this is a G, the next note would be in the space. So the very next note would be an A. And the very next note would be the next line, and that would be a B. Next space is going to be C, etc. Like that, okay? So if you go below a G, the note that's below a G would be an F, right? So here's our F. F, G, A, B, C. We can keep going. D, E. Here's another F. And then here's another G, because we know this just keeps repeating. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay? So that's treble clef, G clef. This is how musicians write out their notes, okay? There's also a clef we use for the lower sounds, lower voices, lower instruments. And it looks like this. It looks kind of like a candy cane, and it has 2 dots on the F line. And this shows you exactly where F is in bass clef, the lower notes. And of course, the next note after F is going to be G. And right after G, we start the alphabet over A, etc. Just going to keep going the same way. Notes are always repeated. And just as a hint, the bottom space in bass clef, I love this clef because this is A. So that's easy. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and A. See, I'm not even writing in the stems on the notes anymore, but you can see how it's a graph. So we know if the notes go up on the staff, they go higher, and if they go down, or this way down, they would go lower, right? Your instrument or your voice would go lower. So that's how musicians write their music, on a staff, okay? This is treble staff, bass staff. All right, so I'm going to erase this, and I'm going to write something out for you. So you know that these notes, these lines and spaces represent the different pitches in music, right? So our song actually starts out on this F right here, like that. And then we know that's a half note, so we know that's 2 beats for our first pitch. And then we haven't talked about these notes, but the next notes are super fast. And the rhythm of it looks like this. There's going to be a double bar up here, and these are called 16th notes. So the song starts out like that. Lord, listen to your... Oh, yeah. Lord, listen to your... So if you're a musician, you know what these notes represent and the rhythm, the values of the rhythms that it represents. So that's how you read music. Hope that's helpful to some people. And maybe when you're older, if you're not old enough yet, you can start taking music lessons of some kind and you can learn how to read and write music. All right, now I'm going to teach you our song for today. It's a prayer song called Lord, Listen to Your Children Praying. That's the first line. Lord, listen to your children praying. Then the next line is, Lord, send your spirit in this place, wherever you are. Lord, send your spirit in this place. Then you say again, Lord, listen to your children praying. And then you say, send us love, send us power, send us grace. And power, I think, just means strength. Not that you're superhuman, but you have the strength of God's love to get you through and to help other people. Okay? All right, so I'm going to sit down. We're going to use the guitar today, and this is Lord, listen to your children praying. Take me a second here to get squared away with the guitar. Sorry about that. Okay, here's my trusty guitar. All right. Got all kinds of things we have to get squared away before we can play this song. So, give me one more second, and I think we got it. Okay, tight squeeze in here. All right, so our first chord is going to look like this one. It sounds like this. Lord, listen to your children praying. Lord, send your spirit in this place. Lord, listen to your children praying. Send us love, send us power, and send us grace. And that's the whole song. Can you sing it with me? Let's do it again. Okay, here we go. One more time. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Lord, listen to your children praying. Lord, send your spirit in this place. Lord, listen to your children praying. Send us love, send us power, and send us grace. And remember, wherever you are, God hears your voice. God hears your prayer. Until next time, friends. See you then. Bye.